Okay, so I hope you guys are able to hear me loud and clear. So I was getting ready to do some homework, and one, I realized that I was hungry. Two, I also remembered that I actually had a practical lab to do in my Nat 101 class. For those of you who don't know, I am enrolled in a associate's degree course at the American College of Healthcare Sciences, and we do a lot of fun and exciting things when it comes to really having hands-on experience with our lesson plans and stuff like that. So this is actually yesterday made the end of our first week. However, I'm just now getting to the point to where I am able to complete my practical lab. So, hi, Professor Abby. I know you're going to see this. I'm going to send it to you. However, I have been doing a lot of work, you know, in ways of me being able to help people live better, eat better, and feel better. So I thought that because this assignment called for us to at least show the process of our work, that I would show my process of making my selected raw food dish, but also submit a summary of what I learned and all of those things too. So I'm really excited about this assignment, and I really hope that you don't mind that I share this with other people. Yeah. So before we get started, some of the safety protocols that I went through for this particular assignment. Number one, I made sure I had a nice and clean workspace to work with, which, that means clearing off my table and all of that stuff. I also made sure that I washed and cleaned my hands because I'm going to be touching food and stuff like that. And so for this raw food dish, I only have to choose 3 raw ingredients, but I chose spinach, and as a safety protocol, I did wash my spinach just to make sure it's nice and it's clean and it's fresh, right? Okay, so normally if my kids were home, I would make sure that all of my knives and my utensils and stuff like that are out of the way, but luckily today I'm able to do this assignment and they're not home, so my knives are right here, and everything is clean and set out. So I am going to show you guys all of the things that I'm going to do for this raw food assignment. So everyone who's been watching my videos lately, you know that I love season, and so I have put together some of my seasons. I don't know if you can see that very well. So I have some pink Himalayan salt there, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and some cayenne pepper, okay? So I just put that on the plate so that you guys can see what I'm going to be using and all of that good stuff. And so I have some fresh avocados that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to go over the benefits of each of these things. Professor Abby, I'm also going to include this in my final written summary. I just wanted to, since I'm making the video, I wanted to go ahead and also let the viewers know as well how beneficial each item is. So for avocados, and I'm viewing healthline.com. Avocados are, like they say, incredibly nutritious. So benefits for avocados, it's loaded with fiber. Those of you who know, I'm currently doing keto, so avocado is really beneficial for me right now. Avocado can also help lower your cholesterol. So yes, let me see. Also, another good benefit of avocado is that it contains more potassium than a banana. So eat your avocados, people. All right. So my next raw food that I'm gonna have is an onion, and this is just, I believe it's just a regular yellow onion, right? And onions are good for your digestion. They're good to help boost your bone density. I'm also getting this off of healthline.com too. I'm going to cite this, Professor Abby, by the way. It contains cancer-fighting compounds that are in onion. Onion is loaded with antioxidants and all of that good stuff. And onion has natural antibacterial properties. Okay? So, the next item that I'm going to use is just a tomato. I can't remember the kind of tomato that this is. However, tomatoes are a major source of the antioxidants, and I hope I'm saying this right. Let me just make sure. Lycopene. I'm also using dictionary.com because I want to make sure that I am quoting these words right for you guys, okay? So,
lycopene.
It is Lycopene, lycopene. So, I'm going to be using tomatoes in my avocado, or in my guacamole. So, my raw food dish of choice is guacamole, right? And also, you know, spinach has really good antioxidants in its fiber, and it's green, and it's just really good to get your greens in your body, okay? So, and for those of you who don't know, let me go ahead and pull this up as well, just to be on the safe side, so that I can tell you, because I really want to be able to let you know what the benefits of spinach are, okay? So, spinach is really good with calcium, and it helps to strengthen your bones and fight against injuries. There is vitamin A, vitamin C, fiber, folic acid, and it is said that it has other nutrients that help fight against colon and breast cancers, okay? So, eat your spinach, people. All right? So, let me go back to what I'm supposed to be doing for the class, okay? So that I gave you, well, now this is my open description as to how I'm making my raw food dish. So, again, I have chosen to make guac. So, this is how I make mine. I just take it and I cut my guac, cut my avocado in half, and I'm using 3 avocados, right? Okay, I'll take it, and look how pretty that is. It's so pretty, right? Alright, so I'm going to cut all of these. Now, this one that I cut, it had been sitting in the refrigerator because I wanted to make sure that they stayed pretty fresh. Let's see. Ooh, this one's kind of wonky. We'll put that one there, but I don't think... When the avocados, I wonder when the avocados turn brown like that, does it mean that they are not good anymore? Can you still use it? Or what? I don't know, but I feel like it's... Okay, so this one's pretty good. I'll just cut this one out. And, yeah. So, we'll cut this little piece out, or maybe... Yeah, so look at that. That's perfect, right? So we'll just put that to the side. And we'll use that, and we'll use this. So this is just me prepping my avocado. I'm going to go ahead and take this little spot out. I think that I need to also probably get another avocado because I really want these to be, I really want a lot of guac because my kids love guac too. So I bought this little avocado masher / cutter, but I'm just gonna take it out of here like this, and I'll show you guys all of this once I get it in my bowl. There. I really love guac, and my kids love it, and I was actually just talking to my daughter on my stepdaughter on the phone, and she said she needed a really good recipe for guac. So here, let me put this here so you guys can see it. So that's my guac there, right? Well, my avocados that I'm about to turn into guac. Professor Abby, I just wanted to say, I'm really looking forward to all of the wonderful things that I'm going to learn in class. And I really hope that I'm able to share some of these nutritious benefits with people, because that's my mission, you know. And Professor Abby, if you have a chance, I would really love for you to check out my blog, thenuliescloset.com. And it's really just a way for me to help people learn more about health and wellness and ways for them to not get back to health but maintain health. So yeah, and it's a free open resource, so that's what I want to do. So I dropped this little seed in here that I'm just gonna take out. Okay, so we're gonna use this to mash it as well, and I kind of cut up my avocado in pieces, and it's just a way for me to make it easier to mash. So yeah, I really hope that there are some people out there who love avocado and guac as much as I do. I think that avocado is just a really, really good way for you to get some really good nutrients in your body and healthy fats. That's the thing about me doing keto, is that I get a lot of really good nutrition from eating avocados, and I don't get as hungry as much because I'm eating avocados. So I'm going to set this to the side, and I am going to step right back. Excuse me. I did forget to get, well, I have to get another avocado, and I did forget to get me a rag to wipe my hands. So that is also a part of my safety protocols, because I want to make sure that I'm able to wipe my hands when I'm transitioning through my foods, so I don't get avocado on everything. Please excuse me. I'll be right back. Okay, thank you for waiting on me. I'm actually going to sit this on the other side of my plate there, so I don't get anything mixed up. So I'm going to take my spinach, and I'm going to start chopping my spinach up. And I just kind of do this little thing where I kind of roll. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. I roll the spinach like that, and I just cut, because I like I don't want bulky leaves in my guac, but I do want the benefits of spinach, so it has to be nice and fine. I don't really want too chunky of a guac, but I do want it to be a little crunchy and all of that good stuff. I would really love it if you guys had some really fun and nice guac recipes. And to be honest with you, I just kind of made up this recipe off the top of my head, really, to be honest, because I just try to find more ways to get an added benefit for the food that I'm eating, and putting spinach in my guac is just one of those things. Sometimes I put chia seeds in my guac, and so yeah. This is a nice, quick, and easy raw food. And although I'm talking about raw foods, I do want to say that I did, before I got started with this process, I did bake me some low-carb chips to go with the guac, because who likes guac without chips, right? Okay. So I have my spinach in there, and I'm going to start mixing everything in a minute. I just want to make sure I get everything cut up pretty good. So I have my tomato, and I'm just going to cut my tomato in half like this, and then I'm going to cut it again, turn it to the side and cut it. I don't know if that's the best way to cut it. That's just the way I cut it. So gonna cut it like that. And then I'm going to not really dice it, but cut it kind of slowly so I don't cut myself, right? Okay. And you know, I really have to just start. I'm really excited about doing this program here in school. And guys, if you guys are thinking about, you know, taking the journey to holistic health and stuff like that, and you want to learn more things, yes, I want to be of assistance, but if you want to really be able to learn on your own time and not have to wait for me to, you know, make a video and show you anything, the American College of Healthcare Sciences is awesome. I just recently completed a certificate program in herbal studies, and that was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. And now I'm doing my associate's degree in complementary alternative medicine with a specialization in herbal medicine. So yes, it's really exciting and it's really fun. Don't worry about all those seeds and stuff you see on there. All of this is going to go in my guac because I want my guac to be nice and juicy and chunky. Not too chunky, but I don't mind chunky tomatoes and onion and all of that good stuff. I think I might need a better knife. I don't know. So those are my little tomatoes there, and I'm just gonna slide that in there like so. Now when it comes to my season, I always put my season in. I don't take all of my season and just put it in at one time because I kind of want, as you can see at the beginning of the video when I showed you, it's a lot. That's a lot of season, and I just put that there so it can show up on the camera. But I kind of want you guys to kind of gauge what you like in your seasoning, because in your food, because you don't want to overload your food with too much salt or too much garlic or too much of whatever kind of season that you're using. So you kind of want to just use your better judgment. I use pink Himalayan sea salt. That's pretty much the only salt that I use, because pink Himalayan sea salt for me, because I'm doing keto and I need those extra minerals and electrolytes and all of that stuff, I just feel like it helps me not get as many cramps and stuff like that. So I always get a dose of minerals whenever I use it. So now here's my onion. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the whole onion. Please excuse me, I forgot to get another avocado. I'm going to get, well, no, I'm not. I think that'll be fine. My kids really like my guac, so I have to make sure when I make it, I make enough for them to have some too. And I think this would be a good snack for them when they come home from school. So we're gonna cut that up. And my 9-year-old doesn't really like a lot of onion, but she will eat it in the guac though. So I'm really proud that my kids really like to eat a lot of interesting vegetables and stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm just gonna dice my onion like this, and then I'll kind of, my husband is a cook, so if he saw this he might talk about me because he has this fancy way of cutting up all of his stuff, but I don't do a lot of cooking. Well, since I've started the keto diet, I do make a lot of salads and I do have to make a lot of food, but I don't do a lot of chopping of things, so yeah. I guess I could use some practice. This is kind of big, so I'm gonna chop that up. And you know, you can, there's no one size fit all when you're making a guac. Guac, I just chose guac as my raw food because number one, I was hungry, and number two, I feel like these are, guac is really, guac, spinach, tomatoes, onions, I mean, those are just some of the most amazing things I think that you can eat raw. That's just readily available. It's quick. Of course, it may seem like it's taken a long time now because I had to go through it, but I'm making a pretty good amount, right? So I am doing homework. I am hopefully going to help a lot of people who feel like they want to eat guac and they don't know how to eat guac, or even eat just a basic raw food. So yeah, but I think this is all good now. Well, we'll take out the big chunky pieces because my daughter will not eat it if it has a lot of chunky pieces. But I think that's good. I like a little crunch when I'm eating my guac. I think, to be honest with you, guac has really transformed my life lately, guys. It's really helped my weight loss journey, and my husband is the one who introduced me to guac, Professor Abby. He did. He is from Jamaica, and yeah, so he's the one who taught me how to even eat this. I don't even know if I knew what an avocado was, sadly, before I met my husband. So, yeah. And I know if you guys are seeing this, you're probably asking me who I'm talking to and all that stuff too. I'm talking to you guys, but I'm also talking to my professor because she's the one who gave me the insider. Even though I'm hungry, this is what I chose. So this is all of my ingredients. That's my onion, that's my tomato, my spinach, and my avocado, right? So now I also like, these are my lime and my lemon. So when I begin, I like to cut my limes and my lemon in half. And here, I'm gonna roll this lemon first because for some strange reason I noticed that my limes are a lot easier to cut versus my lemon. And so I noticed when I roll my lemon, my camera is shaking, so excuse me. When I roll my lemon, it makes it easier for me to cut and squeeze when I'm ready to squeeze it in there. So I learned that when you're dealing with guac, if you don't want it to turn brown, that you can take a citrus like a lime or a lemon and squeeze it over there. But I do this, I don't really do this for the idea of it not turning brown. I do it more for the flavor. So when I use lime and lemon, I don't have to use as much salt. And so yeah, if I'm saving it or making ahead of time for a party, then this is a great addition so that it won't turn brown. Not that avocados are a problem when it turns brown. It's just that some people, I think that people just don't like to eat it because it looks weird. I'm not sure. But, so yeah, I'm going to put the places here, and then I'm going to squeeze this lime all over this mixture, right? Just like that. Until it's literally all squished and stuff like that. I know the light's kind of bright, but sit that there. And then I'm going to take my my lemon. And Professor Abby, I will have the Latin names for these in my summary. Okay. Squeeze that in there really, really good. Surprisingly, this half of the lemon doesn't have any seeds, guys. Alright, so we're going to do that. And now I am going to, I have a little piece of onion on top of my season, but I'm going to take a little bit of season, and I'm kind of going to just blend the seasons like that so I can get a really good, just really good amount. And all of these are natural and organic seasonings, guys. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to take this, and then I'm just going to lightly sprinkle over my dish. Like that. Like I said, I'm not going to use all of it because I don't want to over salt it. So, this is, sorry, my glasses are falling. This is like what it looks like. Can you guys see that season? in there. I hope you can. But yeah, so I'm gonna use this little avocado tool, and I'm going to start. Well, I'm kind of gonna mix it first and then mash the avocado. That way, I won't get too much stuff mixed in there like that. Yeah, I think I need better mixing bowls, guys, but we'll get there. I think this is going to be delicious or delicious, however you want to say it. Sometimes I get excited and I miss out on syllables and stuff like that, but so now I think it's good, so I can start mashing it, guys. And then I'll show you what all of this looks like. I don't mash all of my avocado out all the way just because I do like that kind of thick, buttery avocado taste when you get like that's just not a huge big piece of avocado, but just the right amount. And yeah. And you know, to be honest, I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but yes, I want to share this with you, Professor Abby, but avocado was one of the first foods that I gave to my babies. I think I read somewhere that it has really good benefits for the baby's brain and brain development and all that stuff. I think it's the DHA. I'll have to check into that, but this was one of their first foods that I used to give to my babies, and that's probably why they love it now. But, I think it's really important to get kids into liking fruits and vegetables and all of that stuff. You know, that way they learn how to maintain their wellness versus trying to only eat in the moment for whatever crisis that they're going through, but kind of just as a way to make sure that they stay healthy. Now, I have to get another spoon because I forgot about the fact that I also actually have to taste my product to make sure that the season is right, okay? Now, for those of you who are used to seeing avocado and seeing guac, you know that it looks like this mushy green mess, but that's what it is. So, set that there. So right now, this is what it is looking like, guys. Doesn't that look delicious? So please excuse me one more time. I'm going to get a spoon so I can scoop out a little bit, taste it, and see if I need enough, any more seasoning. Please excuse me. Okay, I'm back. So, yeah, so I'm going to scoop out a little bit just to see if I need more seasoning. Guys, I would say that's why I always use lime and lemon, because the lime and the lemon gives it a really good flavor. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more of this, not the lemon but this lime, because that lime juice gives it a just in your mouth, like it's really, really good. And I'm thankful for this assignment because it gives me a reason to make something that's just extremely delicious, you know? So just a little bit more seasoning, and then I think that's it. I don't think I need anything else. I think my kids are really, really going to thoroughly enjoy this if I don't eat it all, which I don't think I am. So that's the rest of my seasoning, guys. So I didn't use a lot. So what I'm going to do with this seasoning is just put it in another little sealed off container in a cool, dark place so that it doesn't, you know, go bad. And that's it. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to mix my guac again. And then I am going to, I'm not going to do this on camera, but I am going to plate it and arrange the chips and stuff like that. These chips are low carb chips. I did sprinkle a little cheese on them, and added some extra fiber with it, some flax seeds, some ground flax seeds in the mix, just for fiber for me. But the guac is my raw food dish, okay? So guys, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Professor Abby, for allowing me to be able to do this assignment. Like I said, I'm really in a place right now where I want to help people live their best lives. So this raw food dish was actually really fun and exciting, and I really hope to learn more from you as the weeks go by. And so yeah, thank you so much for this assignment. Thank you for tuning in, and I will make sure that I submit a finished picture of my dish and then also upload a summary for you. So thank you guys for tuning in, and yes.